Like, share, subscribe. Cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Cause you know we keep it live. You know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it live.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let me see, we're back. We're back. Let's go, AAA. Let's go. Got the whole family in the building. Let's go. Where we at? We live on TikTok. No, we got to get the TikTok live up. Come on, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Let's get the TikTok live up. We can't leave TikTok off this morning. Definitely can't leave TikTok off this morning. TikTok been waiting for us to go live. Let's go live. Let's get TikTok in here. Let's go ahead and get them added on. TikTok, we coming. I'm sorry. We got a quick show this morning, but we still want to get TikTok in the building, man. Got to get TikTok in the game. Got to get TikTok in the game, baby. Put them in the game, coach. We're going to have y'all ready in about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live over there on TikTok, baby. Let me see. Yes, sir. We're good, baby. Y'all, we got the PS5 in the background. We got the Gatorade. We ready. We ready. What's up, TikTok? Good to see y'all in the chat. Good to see everybody. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're all live on these channels, man. 22 live between the platforms, man. Continue to like and share. A lot of people didn't know that we were going to be going early this morning. They didn't get to catch the live last night. So if you all didn't catch the content last night, you missed out on some good vibes, man. We were able to go over on the Alabama Voice of College Football channel and do our segment over there. But then we were able to jump in with college football season, man. They got a group of guys where they're doing some creative content surrounding college football, doing a lot of rankings and a lot of unbiased takes on projections. So I was able to go and share my thoughts on Alabama. And it's funny because he's an LSU guy, the leader of the channel. One of the guys that headed up, he's an LSU guy. So great conversation. Y'all, it gets real tomorrow. I go back to T-Town. Uh-oh, my boy Jordan. Dan Camp, what's good? Let me do a little, I know y'all probably hear a little echo in the background. Let me know how it sounds, though. We're working on getting some things set up in the room so that we can have good audio. How does everything sound to you all in the chat? This is our first live here on the channel since we've been back in studio form. So if you were on TikTok last night, y'all seen us get a little vibe on TikTok. I'm trying to handle 30 things at once, chat. Hold on. All right, so I got to set up another meeting there. All right, there we go. We're good now. All right, let's get to the show. What's good, everybody? Good morning, everybody. Mary J, you can go ahead and roll through the comments started from the top. We're going to do a little roll call. And then at the 10-minute mark, we're going to jump into the show. Big homie, what's good? I see you over there on TikTok. Dimples, I see you. Continue to tap that screen and share for you, boy. We don't have the live set up yet. Y'all know the background is still there, though. We still got background. Still got background juices going. Just don't have the green screen set up for y'all to enjoy how we usually do. But y'all know we're here for the Coach Smook Morning Show. Hopefully y'all are here to just have a quick conversation with me. I'm really using today. What's up, Antonio? Good to see you, man. MJ, good to see you. I'm using today to kind of introduce the segments that we're going to be covering going forward until kickoff. Remember, we have our initiative here, man. We're trying to get to the 5K subs before kickoff here on the Coach Smook Network. And we got a ways to go. We're about 1,800 away, 1,700, something like that. But I think we can do it. And so with your support and your help, I definitely can do it. August 30th, Jay reposted this stream. What's up, August 30th, Jay? What's up, Nick Saban? What's up, Day? Good to see you. Sully, what's good, my boy? Good to see you, man. Sully got the gang in there. Stanley, I see you. It sound good. Good morning. Hey, appreciate you, man. I hope it do. We've been trying to get back to this so bad, man. We've been ready to get back to this setup so bad. So now that we're here, hope everything is good for y'all. But we got 1 minute till we kick off. Today, we'll be diving into just introducing some topics of conversation that we'll be covering going into the season. We'll look at the current projected depth chart based off of ourlads.com. And then we'll also look at the schedule real quick and do our final preseason predictions. But we have some interviews also that we want to start the show with from Alabama's Media Day. So as I get that uploaded or get that ready to share with you all sit back, relax, and let's get ready to enjoy today's show. I'm excited because one, you're talking about the off season. It's always hard to get by in the off season. I don't know about y'all, but for some reason this year it was a little bit harder for me to get by this off season. It's a little bit harder just knowing that how Alabama ended the season with the loss to Michigan. Coming into this season, I had high expectations with a lot of the veteran guys returning. I'm excited. I'm excited for this squad. I think more so for just the staff in itself. I think the staff have an opportunity to really solidify themselves as some of the dominant coaches in the current ranks of college football. So as we get into that, hopefully we're able to enjoy everything today. And you already know, man, we're here on the Coach Smook Network. Anytime we over here, it's always going to be a vibe. So let's jump into it. Let me make sure I don't have any background effects in. All right. If y'all ready, man, if y'all ready to get into it, somebody type in the chat, say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put Me in the Game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it, man. Jumping into this show here on the Coach Smook Network. Y'all ready for it? Let's do it, baby.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Yes, sir. Hey, hopefully y'all excited about this year's team, man. I'm excited this year. We had Alabama Media Day yesterday. If you did not get to see a lot of the interviews, we have all of the official interviews from yesterday. All the players made available during yesterday interviews. Jeremy Bernard, Parker Brailsford, Bray Hubbard, Josh Quavis, Damani Jackson, Jam Miller, L.T. Overton, Quay Russaw, Keon Sabb, and of course, you can't have this show. You can't have Alabama Media show up without having Ryan Williams available. So today, though, we're going to dive into a couple of hot areas, kind of get some feedback from some of the hot areas on the field where we're excited about. The defensive backs, we've been high on the defensive backs this offseason. We will have Keon Sapp coming on soon onto the network here. Now that we're set up and got everything back up and running, I'm going to connect with him and see what day he wants to show up over here. But since we'll be hearing from him live, let's go and talk to, let's see what Bray Hubbard had to say yesterday during his media day interview. And sorry about not having the interviewers' voices in the feed, but when you listen to the players, you can definitely see where they're coming from. So right now, we're going to go ahead and get Bray Hubbard up on the screen. Make sure I got it set up correctly. All right, there go Bray Hubbard right there, y'all. Starting safety for the University of Alabama. Young man came into the season last year and really just provided just impactful quality minutes and playing time last season. After Keon Sabb went down, a lot of people were worried. But Bray Hubbard was one of those recruits I felt like in this system, he would definitely thrive. You know, that read and react coverage on the back end, being able to float in the middle of the field, but his run gap fits are just second to none when it comes to being able to support the run game from the second and third level of the defense. So let's get into Bray Hubbard's conversation and see what he had to say yesterday. Bray Hubbard, yeah.
Good. How are you?
First few days off camp going into this year after your expanded role last year, felt different.
I mean, every year is a little different. You know, start of new year. You know, you got some moving pieces, got new guys, different roles. But you know, fall camp's fall camp, and you know it's time for the season that you know the pads come back on. So we're all excited about that, and you know I'm excited about this season, and you know this is the start now, so it's here.
Can you talk about what it's been like playing in the Kane Warmack defense, entering your second year? Talk about
That's Trey Sean from TDA. Oh my God.
Stuff like that.
Well,
Stuff like that.
Thing we go by is Swarm D. That's our motto. That's what we go by every day is getting hats to the ball, and that's very important to us. But you know, everybody knows that we play vision, and so that's the way that we create takeaways. So that's something also is takeaways, and that's what we want to lead the country in takeaways and turnovers, and you know that's our goal. But I mean, Coach Womack does a good job of you know letting us create plays, giving us the call, and let us go make plays. So.
Can you also talk about what it's been like getting a player like Keon Sabb, getting him back in the field right beside you? You know, can you talk about just the impact he brings on the field and what he can add to that defense?
Yeah, man, I love Keon to death. Man's a fighter. Coming back off injury, man, looks really good. I'm excited about everything that me and him are going to do this season. But his season got cut short last year, and he's going to want to make up for that. And so he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, and I'm ready to play with him. So
How did he help you even while he was down? And, how much was he in your ear about just maybe ways that you guys could bounce off of each other in order to both improve even while he was still on the job?
well, yeah, I mean, I think it's just the connection that our position room that we have, and we all know that each one of us are going to ask questions to each other. Because I mean, I may get one look, Keon may not get the same look, so we kind of are always talking back and forth on what looks we're getting. He'll come on the sideline and say, "Hey, what'd you see?" I'll come on the sideline and say, "Hey, what did you see?" So that's something that I think is really important in our room. And I mean, honestly, to build the unit like we have, you got to have guys that are tight. And but I mean, while I was playing and while Keon was hurt, I mean, it was always he was telling me, like I said, stuff maybe I wasn't seeing, or just little hints of what I could do better in coverage or in my zone, whatever it is, little tips on plays that they're running, formations. Hey, they're going to do this out of this formation. Hey, they're going to do that out of this. And I mean, I can't thank him enough for that. But then also, last year too, having a guy like Malachi Moore, that guy had played for a couple years here, and so he knew a lot of football too. So the help with them too, it meant a lot to me, and they helped me a lot. So
How much did the game speed up for you last year when you were pushed into the situation that you were and kind of being one of the last lines of defense after one of the key players was injured? What was that process like, and how do you feel that you've improved from the middle side of the game after?
yeah, I think part of it is the big mental part, like you said, and that's something that you kind of have to just take a deep breath. I mean, the game. I mean, of course, it's going to be a fast-paced game, anyways. But you can't let it overwhelm you. And you got to. It's hard. It's honestly hard to not get overwhelmed out there when, say, you're playing in a crowd or you're playing on the road. Even sometimes at home when the crowd's super loud, trying to communicate like that, you just got to know your stuff. Make sure that you guys are communicating to each other across the board. But I mean, I think the way that I prepared, just week in, week out, like I was a starter every week, was something that helped me a lot. So I stayed always taking notes, always watching film, and that's something that's very important to me, is making sure that I was ready when my time was come, and I was ready when they called my number.
I think that's something that translates across the whole defensive side of the ball. Not just defense in particular, but I mean not only the defense in particular, but the secondary. I think because of the mentality that Coach Womack plays with, you gotta be able to have a lot of bodies rotating in that secondary room. I look at guys like last year's Jalen Bakwe, Xavier Brown. They were actually do a lot as true freshmen. Even with Zay Mincy towards the end of the season, you saw him starting to get a lot more reps. This defense is catered to the new age of what football is becoming on the defensive side, putting guys in space and really allowing them to be athletes. And I think on the back end, you see guys like Bray Hubbard, you see guys like Keon Sabb, you see guys like Drake Kirkpatrick Jr., you see guys like Xavier Mincy, you see guys like Damani Jackson, guys. I mean, and the list goes on, because each one of these guys, I believe, is going to have a successful type of output coming into this season because of the scheme. We have Swervo Warvo says Hubbard has some Brian Branch to him. I think Womack has to use him as a box safety a lot this year. Saban make plays on the ball in the air, but you got to let this kid play sideline to sideline. I mean, when you have assets like you do in the secondary, you really don't limit putting a guy like Hubbard in the box because of his range. I don't think he's the only safety in the room that plays great close to the line of scrimmage. I think what you got rotating right there behind him in Drake Kirkpatrick and not Keon Sabb, in Xavier Mincy, Ike Taylor, the true freshman, those guys are really some quality underneath in the box coverage type safeties too. So like he was saying, with the room being as stacked as it is, you don't have to worry about just primarily holding Hubbard to one situation. And the type of rotation that we're going to see on the back end, just like we saw last year, we saw full platoon swaps at points and times in the game. When you have boundary corners like Cam Calhoun, Damani Jackson, Xavier Brown, and true freshman Dijon Lee, you can really go interchangeable and make sure guys are coached up and they know their assignment. If a guy looks like he's slipping on the drive, to be able to go out and make a full swap or make a cornerback switch at any time and not lose a step or lose impactful production, right? That's a quality thing to have. A few more minutes here with Bray Hubbard. Then next up, we're going to be talking to Jan Miller.
What does that speak to the level of confidence that you guys have in each other and that confidence maybe he's instilled in the rest of you?
But yeah, I mean, I think that means a lot. Like I said earlier, just the connection that all of us have in our safety room and even in the corner room is something like no other. And so it's huge when you're playing in games because you got to be able to trust, and trust is the biggest thing that you got to have between everybody. And I think our room is just something that, I mean, it's almost like an unbreakable room just because of how tight we are. And we're always helping each other, making sure that, we're on the same page with this call. If somebody is, having trouble on the call in practice or something, we're going to help them out because we got to be there for them. Like he was there for me when I wasn't playing. Now, like younger guys, I'm mentoring them on stuff that I've known or stuff that I know and stuff I've seen in games and stuff like that. So
what do you want to do with your play this year to show that trust is going to pay off?
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to create more takeaways, and we all want to create more takeaways. And, I want to lead the country in whatever I can, whether it's takeaways, interceptions, forced fumbles, whatever it is. I want to lead the country. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and I want myself to succeed, but also want the guys around me to succeed also.
Facts. Let's keep that real. Keep that real. I love that. I think that's a good transitional statement to go off of right there with Bray Hubbard. Having that confidence and knowing that that's not a selfish agenda. To want yourself to experience success. To say that you want to lead the country in takeaways, you know how active your defense has to be on the back end to lead the country in takeaways. You're talking about a defense that was very productive and top 15 as far as total takeaways last season overall in college football. Now you got a group of guys that's a lot more well versed in the system and the scheme that they're being asked to run. And now you're giving them the freedom to kind of float and do what they do in their comfortability. And there's a connection there between, the back end of that defense. You got 5-6 guys at times who are all on the same page, who all possess similar skill sets with the range and the coverage ability that we have across the board in that defensive back room from corner to safety. I think we're going to be in good position. Let's jump over to Jan Miller and see what he had to say. I will say this, man. I would like to get official height and weight reports because I don't think Jam is 200 pounds. This man got to be about 225, 230. I mean, David Ballou and that strength and conditioning staff, they continue to do amazing work with developing these players and their bodies, man, and the physicality that you see when the guys step off the bus. They look like the prototypical guys you want when you say, here's a running back, here's a linebacker, here's a wide receiver, here's an offensive lineman. This locker room looks like what you would want when you open the book and say, this is the type of football player I want for this position. So let's get into it. Jan Miller, everybody. Let's see what he got to say.
Yes, sir. Every game got to be great. We got to put 10 toes down.
Hold on. Let me refresh it because it's not letting me full screen it. We should be good. We got a little signal issue today too, man. It got storms coming through here in Montgomery, so y'all bear with us for a second. Well, it's real cloudy. I didn't even get the official weather report, but we're gonna get to it. Is Jam 1K 10 TD rusher this year? No, sir. I don't think so. I think he's a 10 plus TD rusher, maybe 800 yards, maybe 800, because of what he's gonna be able to do on both sides. I mean, in both phases of the game when it comes to supporting, doing what the Crimson Tide are going to do with the vertical passing threat. I don't think he's going to have to hand the ball off, get the ball in front of backfield, getting handoffs as much this season because I think we're going to be able to rely on Richard Young for that. So let's go ahead and get him up on the screen. I think Richard Young will be the bell cow for the running back room. Okay.
Oh yeah, yes sir. You know, every game got to be great.
Okay. Let's refresh it one more time. Let's refresh it one more time. Oh, let me get that off the screen. I don't think y'all supposed to see that. My bad. Just so y'all know, yeah, we official. This the official media day footage. We get the quality stuff for y'all, man.
Oh yeah, yes sir. You know, every game got to be great.
Anytime
you know,
it uploads.
10 toes down, no matter who it is.
There we go.
Yes sir. Yes.
Look a lot more calm this year, a lot more comfortable.
You know, of course, we all know the guys that came in previously years. You know, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacob. You know, all them guys. And just me being a starting running back, you know, I gotta, you know, keep that same path going. You know, being great on the field, you know, and also off the field.
No audio?
Yes, sir. You know, you got to put in extra work. You know?
Y'all not getting the audio chat? Let me see. Let's remove it. Let's share it. You should have audio, brother. Let's see.
You know, you can't just be done when it's done. Sometimes you got to take time off yourself, you know, to build your craft for you to get better.
Okay, I got audio. Sully ain't got audio. Fix your phone, Sully.
Mark Ingram, you know, watching some of his film when he was here, you know, he was a great back, you know, and just watching him, you know, I try to learn some of the things he do and also put it in my game.
Mark Ingram. Somebody else said that. We said that a while ago.
He was great at making people miss. You know, he being physical, you know, breaking arm tackles, breaking tackles, you know, just doing a whole lot of great things on the field. Oh, we super hungry. You know, we all want that one goal, and that's winning a national championship.
Right.
Sorry, I'm saying. You know, we've been striving. You know, we've been competing day in, day out. You know, trying to get better. You know, going against the best defense. You know, against the best offense. You know, just iron sharpen iron.
What about the new guys, the transfers? How have they been getting their feet wet on this?
Yeah. You know, they've been great.
What's
you
up,
know,
Kyle?
they've been
What's up,
doing great things
Antonio?
on the field. You know, we can see it. You know, and we glad that we got them. You know, from the transfer portal because they're doing great things. Oh, it's great. You know, we've been in.
I see y'all over there on TikTok. My bad, I'm back.
You know, not only offense but also defense. You know, just hanging out with each other, just to build that chemistry with each other.
Let's go TikTok. I see y'all. Y'all continue to tap that screen for you, boy.
You know, we're trying to live up to that Bama standard. You know, we haven't won a national championship in like a few years, and you know, that's not a normal thing. You know, here at Bama. So
Continue to
you know,
tap
we
that
all know
screen,
what our
chat.
one goal is. You know, especially after last year not getting the playoffs, and now we all buy in. You know, just trying to win that national championship. All of them. I'm ready for all the games.
Right. Come on now. Don't nobody get no special privileges. We trying to kill everything.
You know, just for me, just to become a better leader. You know, me personally, I don't think I did a great job leading other guys. You know, but now this year, now I understand it. Now I know what I need to do to lead guys and lead them the right way.
Jam said in an interview he wanted to come back and win a championship this season. Oh yeah, we talked about
you know,
that.
We all bought in. You know, building that strong chemistry. You know, ain't nobody gonna break us, no matter what. Yes, sir.
Hey, so like I said, y'all, I wanted the updated height and weight for these guys because I felt like they was definitely slighting us.
No, it means a lot, you know.
He's 5'10", 221. 5'10", 221. I knew he wasn't no 200, 205 like they was trying to tell us earlier in the spring. This dude, he and Richard Young, they definitely pushing the 220s, 230s.
You know, being a great running back, you know.
He's some solid dudes.
Just he see the potential that we have in the running back room, and basically saying we need to use it more. Yes, sir. One person. Yeah. Okay. I give it a Todd Simpson. Todd Simpson, he coming in there screaming, hyping everybody up on
Okay,
the
Ty.
defense side, offensive side. He just trying to get ready. Yeah, that's the main one. Yeah. You see him running around, jumping around, pushing guys, hopping each other up. And, we need that. We need guys to bring in more energy on the practice field.
Speaking of energy in the locker room, there's a lot of things being said about just the overall team camaraderie coming into the season. A lot less of the coaching type, the coaches having to initiate the motivation factors, getting those team leader speeches, having guys speaking about stepping up, holding each other accountable. Something that wasn't truly echoed throughout the locker room last season, with guys trying to hold on to status from the Saban transition, trying to, say that they have the standard. You got to remember, nobody on roster last year was part of a national championship team. I think you had two. You had two that played on the roster, but they weren't actually players that impacted the national championship in 2020. That was the last year. Malachi Moore was the last one of that group. I believe it was Malachi. He was the only one. So, and that was him as a fifth-year guy. Looking back at it now, I think this team has all of those obstacles, those stumbling blocks out the way, and now you get to see a team focus on the main goal, and that's becoming a national championship contending team, man. What's up, Jarvis? Good to see you. My boy MJ said, man, bro, I'm so excited for this season. College football is not ready for what Bama will be this season. I'm right there with you, man. I think this team is very much so prepared to make a real national championship push. I look across the country, there's a lot of good teams returning a lot of quality things. Notre Dame is going to be a team that I'm going to be watching very closely. I think out west, you're going to have maybe USC. Even though they lost a lot, I think USC has found a little culture there that they're starting to build on. Oregon, I think, is going to be right there back in the mix. Ohio State is not falling off. Michigan should get better this year. Texas should be a good team once they figure out between weeks 3 and 5. They should be a solid 10-2, 9-3 team again. Who else, man? It's a lot of teams that we're going to be able to talk about. BYU is a dark horse for me. I think they have enough returning to where they can actually compete and maybe win their conference. So it's going to be a lot of quality football being played across the country, but in particular, Alabama is probably the most is probably the team that had the most questions closing out the year. But after all the returning production, all the returning veteran experience, a lot of people are kind of calming those questions down and expecting this team to step up and be at a top 4, top 5 team and compete for a national championship. So do you think we go undefeated this season? Jarvis, it's going to be hard to go undefeated. And if this team is able to go undefeated, it's going to have to start in week 1. Flawless execution from start of snap to the end of snap, because you got so much skill set spread out across not just the country, but look at our conference. Look at the caliber of player and the roster turnover that we saw from last year to this year. A lot of teams are bringing back veteran experience, and a lot of those teams were 8-4, 9-3. You get what I'm saying? So when those teams bring back a lot of experience, they usually roll over good. And then you have the top end teams that lost a lot of production. They're going to be the ones having to really figure it out. The questions that are being answered by teams like Alabama, teams like Florida, teams like South Carolina, these questions, they were starting to develop answers toward the end of last season. So coming into this season, I think Alabama, South Carolina, Florida, LSU is going to be right there in the mix. Those are 4 teams I'm telling you in the SEC to kind of just watch out for, keep your eyes on. Now you got Texas, you got Ole Miss, you got Tennessee, you got Georgia. Those teams, if they figure something out early, they might be able to get over those humps, but they have some tough schedules, and we'll talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about that a little bit as we continue to go throughout our preseason, our fall kickoff countdown. Next up, let's go back to the defensive side. I want to talk to another young man. This is somebody we're going to be having on the channel soon. Wait. I think I got the wrong one. Let me see. Let me make sure I got the right guys loaded up. All right, we do have Sab. All right, so next up, we got Keon Sab, y'all. I can't wait to have him on. Spoke with him personally on the phone, man. We FaceTime. while I was up in Arkansas, and it was pretty cool to have that interaction. I more so want to, from our angle, I want to follow the story because he suffered a similar injury that I suffered in high school, and the mental side of getting over that type of injury is definitely it's a huge thing, and I really want to dial in, being able to be that close to it and have that type of coverage for it. It's going to be interesting to see how we get into this season. So without further ado, y'all, Keon Sabb Media Day interview. We're going to get about 7 to 9 minutes of this interview in, and then we'll transfer. We'll go over to the leader on the offensive line, the center, Parker Brailsford, will be up next. Keon Sabb, everybody, let's get to it.
There's been a plethora of different things. I think it's called it was something with Alabama. We've met a lot of the I forgot what they were called, but we met a lot of different people that give us opportunities and business opportunities and things like that. So understand it's not
boosters
just a
and alumni.
decision, a 40-year decision, and I think Alabama's did a great job with that. With Jeff Allen and the staff here at Alabama, we have a very good situation put together. So even when I got injured, they definitely took care of me. My mental side was a big thing.
Huge.
Mentally, I was okay.
Literally. So, and mind you guys, I have not seen the interviews. I'm doing reactions just like y'all. That's why we're watching, watching them in this facet. But the conversation we literally had was, more so mentally, where are you, man? That injury is a huge thing. And y'all are hear the unfiltered version of what he was going through here on the Coach Smook Network, man. Share it, like and share. Continue to like and share, y'all.
I was with Jeremy every single day, take care of my injury and continue to work through it.
My TikTok family, continue to tap that screen.
It's allowed me to see a different side of football. I'm usually in it playing all the time, but with the timeout, I had a lot of different opportunities to learn different things and see different aspects of the game and truly appreciate it. For sure. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? It's been great. With the support system I have, it's made it a lot easier. There may be some guys that doesn't have a great support system, but here at Alabama, they definitely took care of me. My family as well, always being there for me, my teammates. A few guys I named like Deontay Lawson. He was hurt around the same time as me, so me and him created a very, very good bond. And ultimately, just having guys like that next to me, knowing that he's working and I'm working as well, we can hold each other to a high standard.
I mean, I'm just amazed at how well spoken this team is this year. A lot of the people that had discrepancies with Alabama's media presence over the last few years of Coach Saban, they were saying that it was more cheesy. You could tell they were trying to pick the guys that sounded good. But I think this year, they're being coached and being taught to be their authentic selves. I don't think there's a blueprint to how to necessarily present yourself as far as, how to be real, right? Other than being real. But I think there are guidelines that you kind of want your players to be aware of when they're presenting themselves in the media. Saw great examples from Bryce Young, Tyler Booker, Will Anderson, guys that just handled the media very good, right? Tim Keenan does a very good job now. And then you saw some that were kind of, they were just there and enjoying the moment, But I think right now, guys who are able to be in the draft, and this is kind of a different topic, guys that are draft eligible, you can see them kind of already showcasing their presence on media day. And it goes a long way when you talk about the combine interviews, you talk about team interviews with GMs and their different staffs at the next level. This part right here goes a long way. Can this player represent the organization the way I want to, not just only on the field, but off the field? Can he represent? Keon Sabb is a very well-spoken young man. His brother Amari, his little brother Amari, another great athlete that's starting to garner a lot more attention in this 2026 class as an athlete. I think both of these guys are very well-spoken. You can tell their foundation is solid. And we're going to be able to enjoy some interaction with Keon. Continue to run the likes up and share this stream, y'all.
So first off, when I first got to meet them, I wasn't able to practice anything like that. So I was truly just trying to give them the mental side of things, how they should be looking or when they should be looking at things, or just how to move like a pro, truly. But now that I'm out there on the field, I can show them more by example.
Yeah. He put on some weight too, y'all.
Football is 90% mental and 10% physical. So if you got your mental right and you're prepared, then your body will take care of it for sure.
Yep.
So fall camp just got started. The only thing I'm really looking forward to doing is just doing my job, doing 1-0 each day. That's what we preach here, just being 1-0 and not really looking too far ahead, just being where your feet are.
Hey, listen, that is such a true concept that that I have picked up and actually applied to my life. Going off the UHP and being able to come back and do what we've been able to do just in a few days, being where your feet are, being in the moment, maximizing the moment, and taking advantage of every opportunity presented to you. You know, always being available for opportunities, always being open for opportunities. So, and being prepared, it'll allow you to, you know, if that opportunity is for you, you'll maximize it. You'll be able to capitalize on it. Sometimes we get so desperate for opportunities that we aren't even able to be productive in that space. It's not something natural for us, nor is it a good challenge for us to be productive. So I like where Keon Sabb's head is, but this whole team as a whole, you're talking about guys that are just ready to rep and showcase all the hard work they've been putting in. This is a team that's ready, man. This is a team that's ready. So next up, we got Parker Brailsford set up for media day. This your browser has lost connection to the screen share window. Okay, let's share it again. We got Parker Brailsford coming up next, y'all. Now this is going to be something that I continue to tell everybody to look at. The offensive line in itself, the unit as a whole, I believe is probably going to be the most effective and the most impactful starting the season. I think we're going to be able to appreciate the type of work these guys put in just because of the way the schedule lines up and a lot of different questions early in the season. Going into that Georgia game, I think this offensive line will be able to build a level of confidence up. If they continue to grow like I've been seeing them, they'll be able to build a level of confidence as far as how they're going to execute, and they'll be dominant. This offensive line has the ability to be dominant. Talking about returning 4 out of your 5 starters from last year. Basically, Wilkenformy was a starter. And then you're bringing in Geno Vandermark, who played heavy minutes. And you got Cam Dewberry right there, who was a starter at Texas A&M, coming in, picking up the scheme and doing a great job. Him and Geno battling out for this their starting left guard position. I think we're in a great position right now with our offensive line. Let's hear from Parker Brailsford and see what he had to say. Did we freeze?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's refresh it. Definitely giving us the freeze bug.
Yeah, you know, it's been good. A lot of installs going on, a lot of new things that guys have to learn, but I feel like for the most part they're holding it down, retaining the information very well, and being able to go out on the field and produce. I mean, overall, I feel like there's a lot of competition going on everywhere, not just within the O-line, but everywhere. Like, guys are battling. Like, I feel really confident that guys are in the right headspace and doing the right things.
Does Parker look like he got a little bit bigger this year, y'all? He looked the same, don't he?
I mean, I've seen a lot of good things from both those guys, but really everybody. I mean, there's a lot of guys that we could plug in those positions and be good with. Obviously, we're trying to find the best fit, the guy that gels best with the 5 that will be starting. But I mean, I feel good about anybody we put in that position. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely a lot of guys that could fill in that position. You know, Geno. Obviously, we got Cam. We got Olas. Olas can play tackle and guard.
Yeah.
The young guys are coming along. You know, I don't know if they're necessarily ready yet, but I mean, they're showing some good stuff for sure. Some flashes for sure.
I mean, I feel like there's just been a big emphasis on the community and like just the brotherhood piece. I feel like guys are really buying in and really gelling together a lot better than in the past. But I mean, obviously it was hard. It was Saban era and the coast the board, and some guys were kind of in, some guys weren't sure at first.
Come on, hey, listen, do I just be saying stuff to be saying stuff? Do I just be saying stuff to be saying stuff? Like a lot of people, they get mad because literally, I will sit here and we will have conversation with these players. We'll get to sit down at Whataburger, they'll be out at the bowling alley or something. And I'll be able to sit there and have these conversations in passing and not in an interview status. And they respect it. They respect it. And we don't have to put a name on things. But these are literally things we've been echoing throughout the whole offseason coming into this spring camp, spring ball, the fall camp. Everything that we've been saying is like we're hearing the same thing said by these players in these interviews. So continue. Let's go, Parker. Continue to make me look like I know what I'm talking about. I appreciate you, Young.
But this year, I feel like we've had the whole year to go through it, and I feel like this year, I mean, a lot better with the brotherhood piece. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about it at all. We don't really talk about the transfer portal or anything like that. I mean, obviously, guys, if they want to leave, they can. But I think people, like guys, just believe in it. I think they believe in what we got going on here. I think they believe we're gonna do something special this year.
He only got one person in front of him.
Definitely a lot of technique work. I feel like that was something I needed to polish up on and get better with. Other than that, definitely my weight. I've gained a good amount of weight, and I'm excited to use that this year.
I don't see it, Parker. I don't see it. Chat, do y'all see it? I know he came to Bama at 275. Right now they got him at 6. What they got him at 6'2", 290? 6'2", 290. That's solid center size, right? I'm not mad at it. I just don't see the weight gain. I don't see it. Zach, you don't see it either. I don't see it. Maybe we not getting a good angle. He look a lot more lean though. Like I said about the whole offensive line, they don't look bigger. They just look lean. They look like big muscle dudes. They look like not bodybuilders, like world's strongest man competition guys. You know what I'm saying? Those guys aren't always ripped. They just big. They got a lot of mass. Big body, big frames with lean mass on it. So good to see Parker Bressel put on their weight. They got him listed 6'2", 290. That's solid.
All three of those guys are really smart. Obviously, got younger guys that still figuring it out, but I mean, they all have a chance to
look. Yeah, he almost dropped the key line bomb. I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, all my Ty Simpson supporters, you have very much reason. So, very much of a reason to be supportive. But I promise you, I'm just as much as much support of Ty Simpson as I am hype about the opportunity to see Keelan Russell be able to be featured in this offense. And there's no slight at Ty. It's just we've had Ty on campus for 4 years now. Why couldn't he take the job last year against Jalen Milroe? It's hard to believe that there was some type of agenda behind it. I legit think that this team had a better chance to win with Jalen Milroe than they did with Ty Simpson because of Jalen Milroe's athleticism. But if Jalen Milroe didn't have the legs, I think Ty Simpson has an opportunity. Now, this is the time now where I've heard so many players, so many coaches, staff members that speak about the quarterback room, and you can almost see that they have a unified objective and a kind of mental note embedded to not reveal what's happening in that quarterback room for real. I believe Ty Simpson is the guy. I trust, and I think Ty Simpson gives us a great chance to be a good team and win 10, 11 games this season. With Russell, I'm almost tempted to throw him out there and go with the growing pains with him because of the type of talent he possesses, and then the type of energy that surrounds him. You have veteran guys that will do the extra to make sure he's protected, to make sure that the game is coming easy to him because of how new he is. But the excitement behind him is oh my God, I'm telling you. So don't think I'm crazy for talking about this 2 QB system. I know we were on the show last night with Alabama Voice of College Football, Coach Burks. We're gonna have to have him on and have a little debate.
That battle. I mean, I feel like, honestly, I mean, sometimes I'll have Keelan in there, sometimes I'll have Austin in there, sometimes Ty. I feel like there's no really drop off. I mean, they all do different things really well, but I feel like there's no real drop off when depending on who's in there. Oh, it's good. I love it. He brings a new intensity that, I mean, I think we really need, and I think guys need to be a little bit stressed. I mean, not necessarily stressed out, but they need to feel the pressure. And I feel like that's something he does a really good job of making guys feel the pressure. So when it comes to those big moments, they don't break. A lot of excitement. You can expect that, a lot of excitement.
Hey, and on that note, that's how we're going to end the player interviews. They asked him, what can the fans expect from this offense coming into this season? And he said a lot of excitement. Hey, I'm telling y'all, I've been telling y'all for the whole offseason. I really think this season, going into this fall, this team is a lot more prepared. And I think we have an opportunity to witness some historic things here on the Coach Smook Network following the Alabama Crimson Tide. But not just with Coach Smook Network. We got Alabama Voice of College Football. We're going to be providing the post-game, post-practice coverage over there. Today at 11 a.m., you'll see me live doing post-practice reports here on the Coach Smook Network. But then we'll do our full post-practice report tonight during our Alabama primetime show on Alabama Voice of College Football over on YouTube. What else we got? Today at 11, we'll be live here on YouTube again. Then we'll be live on TikTok. 11:30, we'll be kicking that live off. Just giving y'all our reports from practice. And then we'll be tying all of that stuff in once we get it together. But Wednesday, community gaming day. All day we're going to be on TikTok gaming, doing we're going to start the season for our college football live game simulation. I think I'm going to go through a regular season playing against the computer, trying to go through our basically putting ourselves through a gauntlet to get our controlling back. I don't know if y'all seen it last night, but we put belt to on that boy Adrian, Georgia fan. I think he ended up conceding the game at the end of the third quarter. It was that bad. I can't even remember the score. I don't know if y'all was in there on TikTok. Remind me of the score because it got real ugly. But other than that, y'all, I thank y'all for tapping in today, man. We got 26 live on the YouTube channel, 64 live on Twitter, and we had some people checking in on Facebook. So as you continue to check in on the lives, make sure you're liking and sharing the content. If you're on TikTok, thank you for tapping that screen. Don't forget, you can share on TikTok too. You can send it to people in their DMs. Make sure you're getting this information, all these lives out to Bama fans over on TikTok because we're growing. My guy said 35-7. Isaiah was there. He said he was there. It was 35-7 on TikTok. So I plan on getting on the game today, man. I want to stay right here in the in my computer working area. And I definitely want to be able to do this, but I got to get a new chair, y'all. I don't have my chair yet. I got an OG chair and my back is killing me. So y'all pray for your boy. We've been y'all know we went away to do our training and now we're back and we got to have some support, man. We did some stretching, opening up some new muscles and utilizing some muscle groups being used in a few years. So we want to take advantage of that. But we're sitting here at 23 likes on the stream. Thank y'all for being here. Almost at 25. Continue to run the likes up. By the end of the day, we should have our goal at 25 likes. Thank y'all for supporting. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. And to all my Bama Nation out there, don't forget to leave your boy with a roll tide roll. I see y'all at 11:30 and y'all be blessed, man.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Cold Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok. Roll tide.